You may be feeling it already, a quiet tug in your heart, a sense that something is shifting. But what if I told you that this is more than a feeling? This is not coincidence. This is not luck. God is speaking to you right now, whispering a message that could change everything you thought you knew about your life. And yet, so many ignore it. So many push it aside because the world tells them it's not urgent. But what you are feeling is urgent. This is your spiritual wake-up call. If you have been waiting for a sign, if you have been praying for clarity, if you have been yearning for breakthrough, then listen carefully. Because God is calling you not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. I want you to pause for a moment and consider this. What if the life you are living today is exactly the life that was never meant to be your final destination? What if the struggles, the disappointments, the frustrations, and even the small victories you celebrate every day are all setting the stage for something greater? God is preparing you for a breakthrough, and it will require faith beyond what you have known so far. It will require trust in the unseen, courage in the midst of uncertainty, and a readiness to act when most people are still asleep now. I want you to take a deep breath and feel the weight of what I am saying. If you are hearing this right now, comment "I'm awake" in the chat or below this video. Let me know that you are ready to receive this message fully. Commenting is not just a way to interact. It is your first step toward claiming the life God is calling you to. Because you see, faith is not passive. Faith is an action. And every action you take in alignment with God's message brings you closer to the extraordinary life waiting for you. God is speaking. And the message is simple, yet powerful. Stop settling for the ordinary. Stop waiting for someone else to light your path. You have been given gifts, opportunities, and a purpose that cannot be delayed. But too often, life gets in the way. The bills, the responsibilities, the noise of social media, the opinions of others, they distract you. They make you doubt yourself. They convince you that the life God designed for you is unattainable. Yet here you are, listening to this message, because deep down, your soul knows the truth. Deep down, you know that you are meant for more. Faith is not just a concept. It is the lifeline that connects you to God's promises. When you embrace faith, you are choosing to believe in something bigger than your current circumstances. Faith does not ignore the pain, the fear, or the uncertainty. Faith acknowledges it, faces it, and rises above it. When you wake up to this reality, you begin to see doors where there were once only walls. You begin to hear guidance that you once missed. You begin to act with a confidence that comes from knowing that you are not walking alone. Imagine, for a moment, your life a year from now. Imagine looking back at today and realizing that this moment, the moment you decided to listen, to trust, to act, was the turning point. The breakthrough you have been waiting for was never in someone else's hands. It was always in yours. God has placed within you everything you need to move forward. But you must recognize it, you must nurture it, and you must act. Awareness is the key. Awareness is seeing the signs God places before you, understanding the lessons in your challenges, and accepting the opportunities that are quietly waiting. It is waking up each day with a purpose, not just a routine in our modern lives. It is easy to forget the spiritual dimension of our existence. We wake up, rush to work, scroll endlessly through our feeds, check off tasks, and collapse into bed exhausted. But what if every small action, every simple choice, was infused with intention and awareness of God's plan for you? What if cooking a meal, helping a stranger, or even answering an email could be an act of faith if done with the awareness that God is guiding your hands? Spiritual wakefulness does not require you to withdraw from the world. It requires you to engage with it differently, to see it through the eyes of purpose and divine alignment. Breakthrough is not always a sudden miracle. Sometimes it is subtle. Almost imperceptibly, door opens quietly. A conversation leads to opportunity. A thought sparks inspiration. But when it comes, it transforms your trajectory. And here is the secret. The closer you are to your purpose, the more resistance you will encounter. That is why trust is essential. Trust is what allows you to move forward even when the path seems unclear. Trust is what keeps your spirit unshaken when doubt knocks at your door. And trust is what turns ordinary moments into extraordinary outcomes, because God's timing is perfect. As you navigate this journey, remember that awareness, faith, and trust are intertwined. Awareness allows you to recognize the opportunity. Faith allows you to believe it is possible. Trust allows you to act without fear. Together, these three pillars will carry you through challenges, obstacles, and setbacks. Life will test you, but God is testing not to punish you, but to prepare you. Every trial is a step toward awakening. Every challenge is a chance to refine your spirit. Every setback is a setup for something greater than you can imagine. I want to challenge you to reflect on your daily life. Are you moving through it on autopilot, reacting to circumstances, letting fear dictate your choices? Or are you living awake, aware, and intentional, making every action a step toward the life God has called you to? The truth is, God is calling you to wake up today. Not tomorrow, not next week, but now. Your spiritual wake-up call is here. Will you answer it? Will you choose to step into a life filled with purpose, guidance, and divine alignment? Will you refuse to settle for less than what you are truly capable of achieving? Take a moment and speak it out loud. I am awake. I am ready. I trust in God's plan for my life. I will act with faith. I will rise above fear. I will embrace the opportunity that is in front of me. When you declare this, you are not just affirming words, you are activating your spirit. You are signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive everything that God has for you. And as you go forward, remember this: no matter how slow the progress, no matter how many doubts arise, no matter how many times you stumble, God's presence never leaves you. The light that guides you is stronger than any darkness. The strength that carries you is greater than any obstacle. The purpose that calls you is louder than any distraction. And every day, every choice, every action you take with faith, trust, and awareness brings you closer to the life that was always meant for you. So today, I want you to make a commitment. Not because it is easy, not because it will happen overnight, but because it is necessary. Commit to living awake. Commit to noticing the signs. Commit to trusting in the unseen. Commit to acting even when the outcome is unclear. Commit to embracing the power that God has placed within you. Because when you do, nothing can stop the breakthrough that is coming. Now, as we close, I want you to take this message with you into your daily life. When you wake up tomorrow, look at the tasks ahead, the challenges, the routines, the people you interact with, and remember that God is speaking through every detail. You are not walking through life aimlessly. You are moving with divine purpose. You are equipped, you are chosen, and you are prepared for a life that exceeds your imagination. This is your wake-up call. Your life is not a rehearsal. Your purpose is not a suggestion. Your breakthrough is not optional. Step forward with courage. Step forward with faith. Step forward with trust, and never forget that God is with you, guiding you, preparing you, and calling you to rise into the fullness of your destiny. Comment below one more time to reaffirm your commitment. I am awake and ready. Share your thoughts, your reflections, and your intention to step into this next chapter. Let's create a community of people ready to wake up spiritually, to live intentionally, and to embrace the extraordinary life God has for them. Your moment is now. Do not wait. Do not doubt. Do not delay.